Okay, good morning, guys. Today, inshallah, we have a new lesson. I'll read the writer's book, and the lesson of today about grammar. The lesson of today about irregular verbs, guys. We discussed in the previous lessons about present, past, future tenses, and we discussed about subject-verb agreement, and we discussed about main and helping verb. So the lesson of today relates to these like previous lessons. Okay, irregular verbs, guys, as we discussed in the present, past, future. In the past, that we used to add just ed to form the past just by adding ed, and that was about the common verbs, the regular verbs, okay, the ordinary verbs. So just you add ed, such as the verb watch. You will not change anything, it's just adding ed, so it will be watch. The verb study, so you just add ed after changing the y to I, okay? So, and the verb wash will be washed, and many other verbs, just you add ed to form the past. That is in the regular, like forms. But today about irregular forms or irregular verbs. So how do we solve that, or what is the problem of the lesson of today? It's not a problem actually, but it's about how do I memorize the verbs. That we have three forms for the verbs, or three verbs, or we have a table we call like the table of the three verbs: verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Verb 1, this is the base form of the verb, okay? This is the verb that we know, the base form, okay? Then we have like verb 2. Verb 2, this is the second spelling of the verb, and that is past. Then we have verb 3. Verb 3, this is called like the past participle. Past participle. The verb here comes with like has or have or had. That you have to get one of these helping verbs, okay? So, for example, we have a verb such as write. Okay, write is like the base form of the verb. The first verb, we call it the first verb. Write. Okay. This verb, every one of us like knows it, guys. But the difference here, if I ask you to change this verb or this form to the second verb or the third verb or to the past or the past participle, in that case, we have to know that the verb write is a irregular verb, number one. Number two, that irregular verb like has a different spelling in the past and in the past participle. And I have to know how to spell that verb in the past and the past participle. Okay, so you say, what is the solution with these verbs, mister? How do we solve the problem of knowing the spelling of the verb? You have to memorize it. You have to memorize it. So to know the second form or the second verb of the first verb and the third verb of the first verb, you have to memorize the spelling of each. Memorizing the spelling, guys, sometimes we get like, or we search for an easier way to know it like fast, such as the verb write. This is the base form of the verb, the first verb. Then verb 2, wrote. When I check the spelling between them, I get only just, I change the I to O. So you ask me, do we have like a specific rule for changing the spelling here, Mr.? No, we don't have. Just we have to memorize the spelling as it is. Okay, no rules. Just to like guide you to know that if I know the rules, so I'll get everything simple. No, it's not like that, because we don't have a specific or a certain rule for changing the spelling. You have to memorize it as it is. So, but as I told you, you have to think in like an easy way to know or to memorize the spelling fast. So, write, change the I to O will be wrote. Then you have the third form or the third verb comes with has, written. Write, wrote, written. We call them the three verbs. This is verb 1, that is verb 2, and that is verb 3. One more thing about verb 3, guys. Let's say, like, mostly you get it like ends in N, such as written, taken, spoken, given, gotten, and so on. So like that. Sometimes, or let's say mostly, you get the verb 3 ends in N, ends in N. So I think this is a good way just to memorize the spelling of these verbs. Okay. So let's see that together. As you see, that table or that list, guys, it's called the list of 3 verbs. The list of 3 verbs. You have to memorize it like that in your mind. Keep it in your mind. So when I ask you about that title, what is the title of that table? You say the table is the table of the 3 verbs. The table of the 3 verbs. Verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Just to know that the verb, like, has like different like form and different spelling in each tense. It's not like that. This is like a present tense, this is past tense, this is past participle tense. In each tense, the verb has a different spelling, different form, different pronunciation sometimes, and so on. Okay? So for verb bring, how do I know the difference between the 3 verbs, guys? In verb 1, you get S or no S with the verb. And that is in verb 1. In verb 1, you get S or without S. Bring or brings. What about verb 2? Verb 2, you get the spelling is different. The verb is alone, but the spelling is different. Brought. One more thing, guys. Some verbs like have the same spelling like in 2 tenses. For example, verb brought has the same spelling in verb 2 and the same spelling in verb 3. So brought, the same. But in verb 1, it's different. Bring, it's a bring. Okay? And you have choose, chose, and a chosen. The difference between verb 2 and verb 3 and verb choose, so just adding the N, as I told you guys. Just sometimes we get N, or mostly we get the verbs of verb 3 and an N. So chose, chosen, the same spelling, but it's just adding N. Come, came in the second verb, come again in verb 3. So we have a relation here, like verb 1 and verb 3 like have the same spelling. Come, came, come again. Come, came, come, like that. Do, did, done, just adding NE. Okay, so there is like a bit relation between verb 1 and verb 2 in verb do. Do, did, done. Feel, felt. The relation between verb 2 and verb 3 and verb feel. Felt. The same spelling. Get, got, gotten. They are different. Get, got, gotten. Each verb has its own spelling. Give, gave, given. The same spelling of verb give, just adding N. Okay? The same spelling. Give, gave, and given. So the same spelling. Go, went, gone. No relation. Go, went, gone. 3 different verbs. Make, made, made. So when we think about that, just we change the K to D. Make instead of make, so will be made. Okay. So make, made, made. Verb 2 and verb 3 and verb make, the same spelling. Say, said. Verb 2 and verb 3 and verb say, same spelling. Said. Speak, spoke, spoken. The difference between verb 2 and verb 3 and verb speak, just adding in. Spoke, spoken. Teach, taught. The same spelling in verb 2 and verb 3. And so on. So, for the current time, you have to memorize only this table, guys. But I like the extra work. So, or I like to give you everything that you need. So I'll send you a list of the irregular verbs in English. Okay? So I'll send you right now the list of all the irregular verbs in English. But I need you just to memorize this table for this current time. Memorize this table. This table is called the table of three verbs. The table of three verbs. Again, that table is called the table of three verbs. So you have to memorize this table, guys. That is very important. You have to memorize this table, okay? So, right now, let's see something about the sentences and the examples. So this is verb 1 and has s at the end. And we discussed about that. Any verb ends in s, it's subject to singular. Any verb ends in s, it's subject to singular. Makes. By just adding s. So this is present. Made, nothing. It comes with he, but now s. So that means past. In the past participle, you have to get has or have or had with the verb. One of these helping verbs, you have to get it. That's why this column refers to the three of the helping verbs, has, have, and had. So don't use this column anymore if there is no has and have and had in the sentence. Okay? Don't use any of that column anymore. You have to get has and have and had in the sentence, then use that column. Okay? So he has made. Has, that's why we use made again. He has made. Okay. Okay, we have this page, guys, as you see. This is the list of three verbs. You see the list? Many irregular verbs are there in the list. That column is verb 1, called verb 1. That is verb 2, and that is verb 3. That's why we call the table of the three verbs. The table of the three verbs. Okay, so right now, guys, we have page 225. You read as the writer's notebook. 225. So let's solve this page and send it through the WhatsApp group, guys. Page 225. 225. Solve it and send it. Page 225. Solve it and send it, guys. Abdulaziz. Okay, Abdulaziz. Excellent. Ali. Excellent, Ali. Okay. Yasin. Okay, excellent, Yasin. Abdullah Mishal. Abdullah Mishal, number 2 is brought. You have the verb here in the column. You see it? This is that one, brought, number 2. So this is bring and brought here. Copy the spelling of that verb.
Mister,
Yes.
you are make my mic is open.
I know, Habibi. Close your mic and keep mute. Is, it's 20 is. Guys, pay the attention for the question. The question is saying here we need the past. That means we just use only verb 2, only this column. Only this column, guys. We have to copy the verbs of this column only. That's it. Because he's asking here for the past tense. And by the way, we don't have any of these helping verbs here in the sentences. So no need to like use this column anymore. That one we needed. Fix your eyes. Fix number 1, guys. طلال يوسف. Okay, very good يا طلال. محمد لافي. Very good يا محمد. محمد أشرف. Very good يا محمد. خالد سلطان. Okay, excellent يا Khalid. But one more thing يا Khalid is about the verb teach, taught. See the verb T-A-U. T-A-U. Okay? You've forgotten the U. Write the U. Hazim. Okay, very good يا Hazim. Sati Ali. Okay, very good يا Sati. Okay, guys, and these are the answers of the page. Okay. So one more thing, guys, we have like 2 extra sheets, but time isn't enough for the extra sheets. If you want to solve it by yourselves, no problem. Okay, that one and this one. This one, yes. We have 2 extra sheets, but time isn't enough. Okay, so solve them by yourselves. Okay, as homework, if you wish. Khalid, you write the U and you rub the G. T-A-U-G-H-T. Pay the attention. You have the verb, the spelling of the verb here. T-A-U-G-H-T. Okay? Okay, Muhammad Fahd, very good. Okay, guys. Okay. Right now we have you know, the booklet, guys, page 21 in the new booklet. Page 21. Page 21 in the new booklet. Let's open it. Page 21 in the new booklet, guys. Let's open that page.
Mister, it is grammar.
Grammar.
Mister, booklet.
The new booklet, the new one.
Mister, can I ask you please something, Mister?
Close your mics, please. Close your mics.
Mister, can I ask you something, please?
Yes, please.
Mister, we have revised for the reading book for presidents.
We have again, you say?
Yes, we will have again or no?
We have what?
You revise again the president, the story of president, or no?
We'll divide.
Sir,
Speak up, ya Hamoud. Speak up. I can't hear anything. Can you speak up? Okay, guys, so we have this page in the booklet, page 21. Okay, solve this page. Page 21 in your booklet. And I'll do one important thing right now. I'll send you the list. I'll send you the list of the irregular verbs in English. Okay, I think maybe you need them and the answers of the questions in the booklet. That is the list of the irregular verbs, guys. It's in the WhatsApp. Okay, on the WhatsApp, open that list. You get the whole irregular verbs in English, all of them. Okay. Okay, Ali واقف. Okay, Ali. Ali, open your mic, Habibi.
yes.
Okay. Okay, it's a great job, but let's think about this question. In this question, you have like something, guys. I think Yari, you didn't pay the attention to that. So write the correct past form. He's asking you. He's asking here just about the past form. Okay. So you have sentence 13. Okay, number 13. Number 13, it's the same. Okay, no problem about that, but you have to know that the pronunciation is different. Read. Then sentence 14. You've written, Ali wrote. It's not wrote, it must be written because you have the helping verb have. So that means we have to use the third column, verb 3. Okay, Ali? So put a circle, draw a circle on that verb, helping verb. To pay the attention next time. Pay the attention for the verbs before the parentheses, guys. Very important. Sentence 15. You have had. So the verb will be in verb 3, the third verb. Okay, had. So you have to use the third verb of take. And sentence 16. You have the helping verb have. So you have to use the verb 3 of verb come, and it's the same spelling, no problem. You have to use the same spelling. Okay. And 17, you have the helping verb have. So that means you have to use like so heard, it's correct because we have the same spelling in verb 2 and verb 3 for the verb here. So verb here had the same spelling in verb 2 and verb 3, guys. Number 18, you have the helping verb have. And the verb 3 of is and are is been. So have been. B-double-E-N. B-double-E-N. Okay, Ali, got it?
Okay.
Okay, so fix
But Mr.
these.
This what? Booklet?
Booklet, yes. Booklet, page 21.
The booklet.
I opened booklet in page 20.
Reading the
but I
sentence.
don't like
Close your mics. Close your mics. Anybody doesn't have the booklet, don't open your mic anymore. This is not my problem. This is yours. So ask your parents to print out the booklet. I sent it yesterday. Close your mic, guys. Okay, guys. So pay the attention for the sentences, guys, here, and you have to read the sentence very well, and you have to focus on the words before the parentheses that we have a helping verb or not. That's why we have written here in this column has, have, had. That means with these like helping verbs, you have to use this form of the verb. Pay the attention for that. Okay, that column, that part works with only has, have, had. You don't have any one of them, use this one. That's it. So our lesson of today is about verb 2 and verb 3. Okay, verb 2 and verb 3. But we are working always on that verb 2. If we have any of these helping verbs in the sentence, so we have to use verb 3. Understand? And I sent you the list just to check if you have any new verb. Abdulaziz, check written, fix the spelling. Spelling is very important, guys. Don't make mistakes, please. Okay, check the spelling, Abdulaziz, of written, number 14. And this one is Ben, B-E-E-N, B-E-E-N. And that one is heard, has D at the end. And number 10, yeah, Abdulaziz. It's not is or are, it's was. We need the past form of is. If you choose is, that means you have to change it for its second verb. So it will be was. We don't have something, it's called lived. It's left, Abdulaziz. You have already you have the table, guys, here. And I sent you the list of the irregular verbs. I think you don't have any excuse or any problem to solve that. Okay, Khalid Sultan, excellent, ya Khalid. Muhammad Lafi. Guys, we don't have any verb has ed today. Pay attention for that.
Yes, Mister.
We don't have any verb like ends in ed today. Understand this. Okay? All of the verbs of today of today that have different spelling. They have different spelling. They are irregular. Irregular. That means they are not like ordinary verbs to add ed.
Sir, what do you want from me?
Number 2, you have number 9 here. Number 9, you write lived. It's not lived, it's left. Okay? I sent the list of the irregular verbs. You get it in the group. Open it.
Okay.
And that one is took, not take. You write it take again. This must be took. What is the second form of take, or what is the second verb? And we don't have something, it's called read it. It's read. The same spelling. The same spelling. Open the list, guys. Open the list. Right is not right. We have, so it must be like written. Many mistakes you have, Muhammad Lafi. Fix them, please. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Muhammad Ashraf, this is heard. Add D. Okay, add D. And that one is written, it's I, not E. W-R-I.
Mister.
Yes?
Is there future tense or
We don't have a future.
reading?
We don't have any future today. The lesson of today about the past form, but of the irregular verb.
Yeah, but wait. Does read have past or not past, future or
The same spelling. Read,
yeah?
read, and like that. The same spelling. The verb read, guys, we have some verbs, and the irregular verbs have the same spelling in the 3 verbs. Read, but only the pronunciation is different. Read, read, read. You have to pronounce it as read in the past, not read. That's it. Number 17, Yasin. Heard. Add D. Where is the D? And number 14, it's written. Pay the attention for these verbs, guys.
Mr.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question not in the lesson?
No need. If it's not in the lesson, no need to ask me.
Mister,
Yes.
Mister, time is up. The class
Okay, guys.
ends.
Okay, close your mic, ya Halim. Thanks, ya Halim. Thanks for your notes. Okay, guys. So I sent you the answers of the page. Okay, and you have page 22 and 23 homework in the booklet, and page 232 homework in the Readers and Writers book. Okay, thanks a lot and goodbye.
Bye, Mister. Bye, Mister.